II, the world was split into two, East and West. This marked the beginning of the era called the Cold War.
Altitude 30,000 feet.
Approaching Soviet airspace.
20 minutes to drop off.
Commencing internal depressurization. Equipment check. Arm main parachute.
All right. You ready to go?
Drop zone still showing a high pressure mass. Cav okay.
Good. We've got high visibility.
Put out that cigar. Connecting oxygen hose to interior connector. Put on your mask. Does this pantywaist know what he's doing?
Approaching release point.
10 minutes to drop off.
Hey, are you deaf?
He said put out the cigar and put on your mask.
Depressurization complete.
Checking oxygen supply.
6 minutes to drop off. Opening rear hatch.
Sunrise.
External temperature minus 46 degrees Celsius. 2 minutes to drop off. Stand up.
You'll be falling at 130 miles per hour. Try not to get frostbite from the wind chill.
1 minute to drop off. Move to the rear.
Activate bailout bottle.
This is one for the history books. The world's first halo jump.
10 seconds to drop off. Stand by. Status okay. All green.
Prepare for drop off. Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Spread your wings
And fly. God be with you.
Jack, I've got some important news. The head of the CIA has finally given us the green light for the Virtuous mission.
Virtual mission?
No, the Virtuous mission. The future of our Fox unit depends on it. If it succeeds, we'll be officially organized into a unit.
Virtuous mission? Sounds like some kind of initiation ritual.
You know, don't get cocky. This isn't a training op.
Right. So what exactly is this wonderful mission?
Well, about 2 years ago, a certain Soviet scientist requested asylum in the West through one of our moles. His name is Nikolai Stepanovich Sokolov. He's head of the OKB-754 Design Bureau, one of the Soviets' top-secret weapon research facilities, and the East's foremost expert on weapons development.
Sokolov? Isn't he that famous rocket scientist?
The very same. On April the 12th, 1961, the Soviets achieved the first manned spaceflight in history.
The Earth was blue, but there was no God.
Well spoken. The rocket that carried Yuri Gagarin to orbit was the A-1, known as the Vostok rocket. Sokolov is said to be the man most responsible for the multi-engine cluster used in that rocket. After Gagarin's flight, Sokolov left rocket development to become the head of the newly established Design Bureau.
From a lowly technician to head of a design bureau, that's quite a success story, so why do you want to defect?
It seems he'd become afraid of his own creations.
Afraid?
Call it a crisis of conscience.
And for that, he left his country and his family behind and went over the fence?
Not exactly. One of his conditions was that his family was also to be taken safely to the west. We used a mole to get the family out first and succeeded in sneaking Sokolov over the Berlin Wall shortly afterwards. I was the one who conducted the operation.
The security on the eastern side was still full of holes back then. Then what?
We got Sokolov over in one piece, but the whole ordeal had left him exhausted, and we checked him into a hospital in West Berlin. It took him 2 weeks and more than 600 miles to get from the research facility in the Soviet Union to Berlin. He was in no condition to say anything coherent. And it was only a week later that we had something much bigger on our hands.
The Cuban Missile Crisis.
October the 16th, 1962, President Kennedy received word that the Soviets were in the process of deploying intermediate-range ballistic missiles in Cuba. The President demanded that the Soviets dismantle and remove the missiles. At the same time, he announced a naval blockade to prevent further missile shipments from reaching Cuba. But the Soviets didn't back down, instead placing their armed forces on secondary alert. Soviet transport ships carrying missiles continued on course towards Cuba. US and Soviet forces went on alert for an all-out nuclear war. Frantic negotiations were conducted through the UN's Emergency Security Council and unofficial channels to end the hair-trigger standoff. Finally, on October the 28th, the Soviet Union agreed to remove its missiles from Cuba. And so the world avoided a nuclear holocaust. But in order to get the Soviets to pull their missiles out, we had to make a deal.
You mean the one where the US agreed to remove its IRBMs from Turkey?
No. The Jupiter IRBMs deployed in Turkey were obsolete, and we were going to get rid of them anyway. They had no strategic value whatsoever to either the US or the Russians. The Turkey deal was a ruse, a cover story that was fed to the other intelligence agencies around the world.
So what did the Russians really want?
Sokolov. They wanted us to return Sokolov.
You mean the Soviets pulled out of Cuba just to get their hands on Sokolov?
That's right.
What the hell was he working on?
At the time, we had no idea. We were running out of time. It was either give up Sokolov or risk full-scale nuclear war. In the end, we had no choice. President Kennedy gave in to Khrushchev's demand. The next day, I got Sokolov out of the hospital, handing him over to agents on the eastern side. Sokolov kept on screaming, "Save me," until he disappeared from my sight. Then a month ago, we received some new information from one of our moles.
About Sokolov?
Yes. He was taken back to the research facility and forced to continue working on the weapon in question under KGB supervision. What's more, it's on the verge of completion.
So what kind of weapon is it? Something to do with space rockets?
No, missiles.
Same technology.
I guess you're right. We don't know the details, but it appears to be a new kind of nuclear device. For half a year now, the Soviets have been conducting frequent nuclear tests at Semipalatinsk.
Something to do with the weapon, I assume.
We're talking about a secret weapon so big that Khrushchev was ready to pull out of Cuba to get it back.
Is Sokolov still in the facility?
No, according to our intelligence, he's in Selinoyarsk, a place in the mountains about 3 miles to the west that's known as the Virgin Cliffs.
The Virgin Cliffs. Nice name for a virtuous mission.
They moved him there just recently.
Why?
Apparently, they're conducting a field test of the weapon, but it's our best chance to get him back. This mission would never have been possible if he was still in the research facility. This is our last chance. Sokolov must have known that too when he contacted us. Listen up, Jack. Your mission is to infiltrate Selino Yask in the Soviet mountains, ensure the safety of Sokolov, and bring him back to the West. If we don't get Sokolov back before that weapon is complete, we'll be facing a major crisis. The clock is ticking. Once we've confirmed the rescue of Sokolov, stand by at the recovery point. A recovery balloon will be dropped at that point. Helium will be pumped into the balloon to inflate it. The process takes about 20 minutes. Once it's complete, the gunship's arm will latch onto the balloon and pull it up.
The Fulton surface-to-air recovery system. I'm familiar with the theory.
Take it easy. It's been combat-proven.
Do you think Sokolov is up to it?
The shock will be less than during a parachute jump, and the arm can handle up to 500 pounds.
So you're planning on going over the border in a single combat talon?
She's equipped with two 6-barrel 20mm Vulcan cannons, as well as two 40mm machine guns.
Sounds like she could hold her own against a battalion of tanks.
Even with the fuel in the reserve tank, we're facing a 4-hour time limit. If all goes well, it shouldn't take more than a few hours.
Home in time for dinner.
But if anything goes wrong, you'll be eating dinner, breakfast, and all the rest of your meals in the jungle.
Alright, so I guess my commentary starts here now, so yeah. What's up? Okay. We all know I'm
Do you
gonna
copy?
skip this.
You're
No. Wait, not another call.
Can you hear me, Major Tom? This is Snake. Kept you waiting, huh?
This will be a sneaking mission. You must not be seen by the enemy. You must leave no trace of your presence. Is that clear?
You've retrieved your backpack, Snake. To equip a weapon, it's necessary to take it out of your backpack. In the survival viewer, choose Weapons from the backpack. Your available weapons will be displayed in a window in the upper left. From that list, choose the weapon you want to equip and press the Enter button. For other equipped items, just do the same thing from Item. Got it. Use the survival viewer backpack. Yep, that's right. Survival is fundamental to this mission. After you've been out in the field for a while, your stamina will start to drop. If your stamina gets too low, it'll affect your performance. You won't be able to shoot accurately, for example, and your wounds won't heal as smoothly. Keep an eye on your stamina so you don't run out. To recover lost stamina, you can hunt for local flora and fauna. You can use either your tranquilizer gun or your knife to hunt. My only weapon is Mark 22 Hush Puppy tranquilizer gun? That's right, it's been fitted with its own suppressor. However, the suppressor will deteriorate every time you fire. Once its durability reaches 0, the noise suppression effect will be gone. So don't get too trigger happy with it. The suppressor's durability is shown in the icon. Any weapons and equipment beyond what you're carrying now, you'll have to find as you go. I have to find my own weapons and equipment? Whose crazy idea was this anyway? Solo covert actions are standard Fox operating procedure. You can't leave any traces of your presence. No weapons, equipment, footprints, sweat, or bodily waste. The same goes for bullets and cartridges, too. Your presence in enemy territory is already a violation of international conventions of warfare. There aren't supposed to be any American soldiers in Russia. It could spark an international incident. You can't let anyone see you. You can't let the enemy know you're there. This is a stealth mission. You're a ghost, Snake, in every sense of the word. And there'll be no rescue if you're captured. The military and US government will deny any involvement in the affair. Then I'll just have to take care of myself, huh? I'm afraid so. You've been given a fake death pill for that purpose. SAS guidelines stipulate that soldiers on covert ops like this one be issued a potassium cyanide capsule. Tape it to your body so you can take it when you need to. How generous of you. Use it if you're taken prisoner by the enemy. It'll send you into a state of false death for a short time. Fooling them into thinking that I'm really dead. So how do I come back to life? Just take the revival pill. You mean that thing they put in my tooth before the mission? That's the one. But be careful. If you remain in a state of false death for too long, nothing will be able to bring you back. Remember that. I'll keep it in mind. You said this was a solo mission, right? Right. I guess that means I can't count on any reinforcements. Correct. The mission rests entirely in your hands. A real one-man army. Relax. There's a support team ready to back you up over the radio. Who? I'll introduce them to you. This time, survival is of utmost importance. The first member of the support team will be in charge of monitoring your physical condition, acting as a medic, so to speak, as well as recording your mission data. She's a member of Fox as well, and she's here on the gunship with me.
She comes in by parachute.
Aren't you going to tell me your real name?
Are you going to tell me yours, Mr. Snake?
My name, huh? It's John Doe.
And they call you Jack for short. You're a regular Captain Nemo.
A name means nothing on the battlefield. After a week, no one has a name. What's your name?
Jane Doe.
Very funny.
I was...
Snake, try to remember some of the basics of CQC.
Commencing virtuous mission.
Has
now.
occurred at the Black Mesa Research Facility.
After literally doing nothing for a couple of minutes besides sneaking around, Snake spots some enemies. Enemies. After after a little bit of not sneaking around, yeah, no, that will happen like 15 more times. I'm not even gonna talk over that part. We're just gonna skip that part. Not even do anything. Oh yeah, this is also where I figure out camouflage, I think. Yeah, it is. Anyways, bye bye monkey. After I don't know how long, we finally make it to a red brick building. It's very bricked up. Very red. Well, no, it's not that red, but
Major,
you know what I mean.
I've reached the...
After like 7 tries, we finally meet Bald Dude. Nerd Bald Dude. Yeah. Who's burning some documents. Wonder what those are.
Are you one of Vulcan's
He burns all the papers, and then he give him the message, blah blah blah. I can't explain anything. So basically,
I was sent by Major Zero, the man who got
yeah,
2 years ago.
what they're saying.
Zero?
Anyways,
I have a message from him.
What is it?
yeah, we give him the message, and then like Vulcan's so like Vulcan's bad guy. We know that. Vulcan bad. Vulcan equal bad. Vulcan also wants to overthrow government. So yeah, Vulcan be evil. Vulcan wants to overthrow government. And he's using Nerd's Bald Man to do it. Cause he loves power. Vulcan loves power. Big Boss the Snaky proceeds to accuse Bald Man of not wanting to go back. I'm just gonna let the rest of the cutscene play.
Freeze!
So this is the legendary boss.
Huh?
We meet at last.
You're from the Ocelot unit of Spetsnaz. Huh. What's a Gru soldier doing here?
We were.
Soldier?
Well, you know what the cutscene's happening. The reveal of Ocelot, or his first appearance in this game.
He's the Ocelot commander.
The man who would later be Revolver Ocelot,
Don't you forget.
and then Liquid Ocelot. Ocelot proceeds to murder people with one bullet. I mean, with one single bullet in their hand. Each for one skull. One bullet in each skull. Not gonna lie, that kind of sounded like skull. I meant school, but it sounded like school. After that beautiful display of murder, Sokolov runs away. Like a coward. Because he is one.
Huh.
He looks like he's trying to close his eyes but can't.
You're not the boss, are you?
No, I am the biggie boss. About a meow like a Mio-san kinda gay. Hey boy, I heard there was a monkey. Where the monkey at? There he is.
Crew operatives?
Man, I'm just trying to naked my snake.
What is that
and
stance?
the way. Man,
Huh. That
I
gun.
can't have anything good. Y'all are laughing at me? Man, that's just...
If you're not the boss, then die.
Damn. Faulty gun. Oh boy, shut up before I touch you. Get back here.
Leave it! Shoot the other one!
Since I'm not allowed to. Using Johnny as a shield. Run, boys, run! I'm not cut out for this job. Damn, you're dumb. I mean, mother, I'm gonna touch you everywhere. Everywhere I say. Let's give you. You gotta die. Did he shoot himself? What the? You.
Impossible. You ejected the first bullet by hand, didn't you? I see what you were trying to do, but testing a technique you've only heard about in the middle of battle wasn't very smart. You were asking to have your gun jam on you. Besides, I don't think you're cut out for an automatic in the first place. You tend to twist your elbow to absorb the recoil. That's more of a revolver technique.
You filthy American dog!
But that was some fancy shooting. You're pretty good.
Pretty good.
Well, that was lackluster. Time to get out of here. Maybe I should take a nap first. Wait a minute. Sokolov. After seeing the what was it called? I forgot. We see the what the text says. Yeah. Oh hey, it's a storm cloud. I guess it's about alright then. Oh, not just bees. Wait, what? Bees? Then the bees and some dude proceed to carry Sokolov up into a copter. What the hell is happening? The boss also defects and it proceeds to rain. And we see a ghost. Moo. And then the man with barely any hairline comes out. Also known as Thunderbolt, also known as Vogan, also known as Ugly.
Colonel Vogan.
Welcome to my country. And to my unit.
The boss then proceeds to do a boss on us. That wasn't even a pun. I just genuinely am tired. Yeah, okay, yeah. Boss breaks all our bones. We're in pain, even though the mask covers up the pain. After getting one last bone broken, we proceed to get thrown off the bridge.
The new blood has been rejected.
After washing up on shore, we get hopefully not another one. I hate the fact that this is on a 10 times speed, and it still takes this long. After getting ourselves patched up, cause like, we got beat up pretty rough. We see what he said. The Metal Gear of this game. Main evil big bad guy proceeds to blow up base, and me and Ocelot have the same reaction. Also, we get violent levels of radiation. After 1 week later, after the virtuous mission, Operation Snake Eater. If we fail this one, we're gonna be executed. Oh yeah, and also America has to prove their innocence, or World War III will happen. But thankfully, we have help from our two defectors, Adam and Eva. Now marks the start of Operation Snake Eater. We head through the forest to the trenches of the jungle, and then we just find a random horse, a horse that's literally just here for some odd reason. And then there stands the boss, who then proceeds to beat us up again. And then blows up our ship. And she leaves with me wondering if the horse is brown or white. Like, generally, is it brown or white? After doing that, we run into Eva. She doesn't she doesn't answer the password, and for some odd reason. And then we obviously get found by the guards because it's dark. Where would light be coming from in an abandoned base? And then Eva do the freaky Eva. And then Big Boss does some admiring of the human body. But unfortunately for Eva, Naked Snake likes his guns better than his woman's. We are then told to go to sleep by the game. Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, little baby.